told you that right now someone was choosing whether you were to live or die? What if I told you that you had no control over this choice? It did not matter what you could or could not do. And what if I told you that you can do absolutely nothing about it? Today, as I speak right now, someone's making this choice. That someone is a person's mother. 38,593,115. That's how many babies have been aborted so far this year. And as you see here, that's about the population of California. We wiped out an entire population of babies the size of California this year. Before I was born, my grandparents adopted an infant named Avery. Avery had been abandoned in a hotel due because his mother no longer wanted him. Social services came in, took him, and investigated the situation. Come to find out, his mom wanted to have an abortion, but her abusive husband would not allow it. Avery, 20 years later, is now in the U.S. Army, serving for our country, protecting every one of us every day. Several people in here said they have children, and they know how big of a blessing they truly are. Helpless babies around the world depend on you and me to take a stand for what's right. Today I will tell you why you should be part of the pro-life. Since you now know that babies are being aborted every minute of every day, let me explain why it is important to be pro-life. As said before, 50 million babies are killed each and every year. And according to LatinDictionary.com, the Latin definition of fetus is young one or young child. So you cannot say that fetus is not a baby, because the definition clearly states that it's a young one or young child. People say, well, abortions are okay if it's from rape or incest. 1% of abortions are due because rape or incest, so that's usually not the case. People say that a baby in the womb at 5 months is not a baby, it's a fetus. And here's a picture of an abortion. You can see the head, the arms, and the body, and then like the innards. And that's later on the second trimester. And then here's one that was in the third trimester. The doctor went in, collapsed the skull, as said before, and cut the head off. The umbilical cord is shown, the feet, and arms. And this is the first trimester. It has fingers, you can see the head, and that's like the rib cage and stuff. So that's what's inside the first trimester, what people call a fetus, not a baby. 5 months in the womb, a baby has a heartbeat. It can hear and recognize the mother's voice. It now has toenails and fingernails, and it starts to kick and move. But people say 5 months in the womb is not a baby, it's still a fetus. Today, people say, what if they're handicapped? Shouldn't they be allowed to abort them? They don't want a handicapped child. They don't want to be miserable all their life. If this world is not supposed to have handicapped people, then why do we have handicapped parking spaces? Why do we have special ramps for the disabled? And if you know anyone with a handicapped child, they will tell you how truly of a blessing they are. They didn't choose to be that way. Would you want to be killed because you were a little different? Now that you are aware of the importance of being pro-life, let's discuss what can be done about unwanted pregnancies. There are a couple solutions to fix this problem. Choose to use protection. There are several forms of it, and it's not that expensive. Choose not to have sex. If you cannot support or do not want a child, do not put yourself in a situation that could become the outcome. Choose adoption. There are thousands of couples each and every day who want a child but cannot physically have one. And as you see here, from 2004 to 2009, the adoption rate has severely lowered, and they've continued to lower. Adoption's a great choice. Why kill a baby when it was your fault for having one? If you can't support it, allow someone else to support it who can't have one. Choose to be responsible. If you're careless, decide to have sex, and can't afford a baby or do not want to support one, give it to someone who can. Give it a home, let it be loved. Take actions for the choices you make. Now that you can see some solutions to this problem, let's talk about what life would be like for the innocent babies around the world if abortion would not be. Imagine what it would be like if the number of abortions would decrease by 50%. People who have children leave less with joy. Couples who adopt would be giving a child a chance to live. Families who cannot physically have children would have a greater chance to adopt. Imagine, what if the child you were about to abort was cure cancer or become the next president? Human possibilities are endless. Anything can be achieved with dedication, hard work, and self-discipline. Now that you see the importance of not having an abortion, hopefully you too will choose to be pro-life. Today I have shared with you the reasons why you should be pro-life and how being so helps save the lives of unborn babies worldwide each and every day. Being pro-life is as easy as saying no. You too can save the life of an unborn baby by choosing to be pro-life. Just say no to abortion.
Very nice.